Hello children, welcome back again. Hope you are all fine. Let me share something to you. See, if you people are using the mobile phones for watching the virtual classes, please make sure that you should not plug in and watch the classes. It is very dangerous. Likewise, if you are using the headphones, what you have to do? You have to adjust the volume and hear it. Okay children? Enough volume. Now let us go to our learning session. So last class we were discussing about the life processes. So what all the life processes we studied? We have gone through growth, nutrition and respiration. So now in this class we are going to see first one, that is movement. So we have studied growth, nutrition and respiration. Now another one, that is movement. We all are living things. We are moving from one place to another. Have you ever thought why we are moving? Yes, we are moving for some activities. So for that, let's see this activity. In your studio, it is activity 1.5. We'll see that activity. Observe these images and answer the questions. First question is, describe what is happening. Yes, a rabbit is running and a fox is chasing it. See the second question. Why do you think the fox is running? The fox is running to catch the rabbit. Third one, why do you think the rabbit is running? The rabbit is running to save its life from the fox. Are you clear? Yes. Now let's see this image B. Describe what is happening. A dog is running towards a bus stop, isn't it? Why the dog is running towards the bus stop? Yes, to escape from the rain and for a shelter. Now let's see the next question. Why do you think the dog is running? The dog is trying to protect itself from the rain. Yes? Are you clear? So, now you understood living things move from one place to another in search of food, water, shelter and to escape from enemies or some extreme weather conditions. Whether it is cold or hot, it may move from one place to another. Let's see some more examples. So, see the squirrels. Squirrels may move from one place to another in search of food or being eaten by other animals. Likewise, have you seen these flamingos? Do you know what is flamingo? So these flamingos move from one place to another to avoid the extreme cold conditions. So these flamingos are moving from one place to another. They are moving in a group to one place to another. Now are you clear about this? In activity 1.5, we have noticed that a fox is chasing the rabbit. So the rabbit is its food. Okay, so that fox is moving for its food. But why the rabbit was running? The rabbit was running to escape from the fox. Likewise, the dog was running towards the bus stand. Why the dog was moving? So the dog was moving to get a shelter. It has to escape from the cold rain. It was raining, no? So escape from the rain, the dog was running towards the bus stop. So likewise, some more examples I will tell you. Depending on the places where the living things live, they move from one place to another, whether it is land, air or water. For example, a deer walks on land. A dolphin swims in water. A seagull flies in air. So what is seagull, you know? kadal kaka. That is seagull. It flies in air. So now I hope that you understood what is movement. Clear? Now we'll go to the next life processes, that is sensitivity. Let's observe the images carefully. You can see image A, image B. So let's see these questions. Describe what is happening in image A and B. Image A, you can see a girl standing on the roadside and a car is passing by. Correct? In image B, the bright headlights from the car falls on her face and she closes her eyes. Second question, why do you think the girl closed her eyes? The girl closed her eyes as a reaction to the sudden bright light. Likewise, now let's see image C and D. So what you can see in image C, the fox is walking towards the tortoise. In image D, the tortoise withdraws itself into its shell. The tortoise is withdrawing itself into its shell. Correct? Now see the second question. Why do you think the tortoise withdrew itself into its shell? The tortoise withdrew itself into a shell out of fear of being eaten by the fox. Clear? Okay. While moving from one place to another place, these living things use their sense organs from their surroundings. So this capability of the living things we call as sensitivity. Understood? So let's learn more about this in detail. So the living things are aware of the surroundings and they respond to them. So these living things use their sense organs to respond. Like humans, other animals also have the sense of touch, smell, sight, hearing, etc. For example, a dog catches a ball by using its sense of hearing, sight and touch. See, this dog eats its food by using its smell, sight, touch and taste. See how this dog is responding his love by using his sense of touch, smell, hearing, etc. This dog is using its sense organs for the response. Now we will learn a new term, that is stimulus. Have you heard this word stimulus? Never. No? It is a new word for you. It is a new term. So what is stimulus? Any change that is happening in the immediate surrounding of a living thing is known as stimulus. I will tell you clearly. ഇപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളെ ആരെങ്കിലും പിടിക്കാൻ വരികയാണ് ബാക്കിൽ നിന്ന്. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് ഒരു തോന്നൽ വരും, ഉള്ളിൽ നിന്ന് ഒരു തോന്നൽ വരും, യെസ് സംബഡി ഈസ് കമ്മിങ് ടു ഹിറ്റ് അസ്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വേറെ എന്തെങ്കിലും, നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ചാടിയിട്ട് വീഴാൻ പോവുകയാണ്, ഇപ്പോൾ വീഴും എന്നുള്ള ആ ഒരു തോന്നൽ. അപ്പം നമ്മളുടെ മനസ്സിൽ പെട്ടെന്ന് ഒരു ഉൾപ്രേരണ അല്ലേ, ഒരു ഉള്ളിൽ നിന്നൊരു തോന്നൽ വരും. ആ ഉള്ളിൽ നിന്ന് വരുന്ന ആ തോന്നലിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ സ്റ്റിമുലസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. എനി ചേഞ്ച് ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് ഹാപ്പനിങ് ഇമ്മീഡിയറ്റ്ലി ഫ്രം ദ സറൗണ്ടിങ്സ് ടു എ ലിവിങ് തിങ്, ദാറ്റ് ഈസ് സ്റ്റിമുലസ്. ദ പ്രോസസ് ബൈ വിച്ച് എ ലിവിങ് തിങ് identifies or detects and responds to a stimulus is known as sensitivity. So now you understood what is sensitivity. So I will tell you once more. The process by which a living thing identifies or detects and responds to a stimulus is known as sensitivity. Clear? I will tell you some examples. If it is cold weather, what you will do? You will be shivering. So here cold weather is the stimulus and the shivering is the response. Likewise, if you hear a loud noise, so what you will do? You will cover your ears. Right? So here the loud noise is the stimulus and covering your ears is the response. Correct? Now you are clear? So in activity 1.6 we saw that glare of light was the stimulus and the girl's response by closing her eyes, that is response. Clear? Likewise, the fox was running towards the tortoise. So the running of the fox, that is stimulus, and the tortoise withdraw his body into the shell, that is the tortoise response. Now you are clear about stimulus and response. Food is also a stimulus for most of the animals. When they feel the smell of the food from the surroundings, what will be their response? They move towards the food. You may have noticed in your houses, right? Dogs will be the pet dogs. So when they smell their food, what they will do? They will come towards the food. That is their response. That's the smell of the food is their stimulus and they are reacting. Their reaction is the response. Likewise, see this cat spots the lizard. That is stimulus and it is moving towards the lizard to catch it. That is the response. So now you are clear about stimulus and response. Now you understood these two life processes also. First one we discussed about movement and now the sensitivity. In sensitivity two new terms came, that is stimulus and response. Are you clear about this? Yes. So we studied the life processes such as growth, nutrition, respiration, movement and sensitivity. We will learn two more life processes in our next class. Till then, you have to read the content, do the activity and write all the spellings, all the question answers, fill-ups, whatever I have given for home task, everything you have to do. Okay children? Okay then, let's see in the next class. Bye.